Hey guys, it's your boy Boxing Learner, and we're here talking about Rigondeaux versus Casimero. And Casimero was a champion, and a lot of people thought that this was going to be Rigo's last dance, because he can't move. They thought he couldn't move that well anymore. Well, if you watch this fight, you figure out that was not true. Okay, let's get into it, man. This shit was horrible. It was horrible. This was one of the worst fights I've ever seen. I have not seen much of Rigondeaux, but every time I've heard about him, they say he was a boring as fuck, and boring fighter, basically. I'm like, man, you guys are just being mean. And, well, you guys saw here today. Well, you saw that the narrative, it's not a narrative. It's actually true. It's actually big facts that he can be quite boring. He stunked up this whole joint. Man, this thing, let's get into it. The only good thing I can say about Rigondeaux in this fight that he could move, man. His movement was very good. Sometimes it looked like he was about to get caught. He did get caught sometimes, but for the most part, he was very elusive, very evasive. And that is also what made this fight terrible. The guy was too focused on movement instead of punches. He focused way more time into movement, getting out of the way, than punches. Like, he just threw so less punches. Like, his movement was all he was really focused on. When he did throw punches, some of it was pot shots, and some of it was clean, very good shots, very good lefts. He should actually try landing your jabs instead of, using your jabs to create space for that left hand. It's just so disappointing because this guy is very talented. I know he can do all types of punches. I know he can throw a good uppercut. I know he could I know he can throw good body shots, but he rarely did any of that, man. That's why this fight sucked. This guy really stinked up the joint, and people were complaining, oh, he got robbed. And I think that man, it was just so few punches thrown. Yeah, I guess he got the better of it, but man, it really wasn't anything to write home about, It was just so far in between. It was just a movement that it was about, man. It was just not a good performance. Now we get into this guy, Casimero. This guy sucks, man. This guy's overrated. They said Donaire was overrated. This guy's overrated. He was worse than Donaire. The Rigondeaux that Donaire fought was, this dude fell for the same trick over and over and over again. Rigondeaux would look like he's trapped on the ropes and he'll escape, and this guy would fucking leap into the ropes, man, multiple times. This guy fell for the same stupid trick over. He can't effectively cut off the ring against a guy like Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux is old. He should have threw more punches. He shouldn't have been discouraged. This guy got discouraged actually quite easily. He got discouraged easily by Rigondeaux's movement. This dude should have really kept the pressure up, I know, man, it was just not a good performance. People really were shitting on Rigondeaux, but this guy, he was a big part of that. He should have took over the fight. If Rigondeaux didn't want to engage, he should have engaged. He should have threw all types of punches from different angles, do whatever he needed to do to really put the pain on Rigondeaux. This fight was a complete waste of time, and both of these guys should be ashamed of themselves. I think this is the last chance for Rigondeaux. No one is going to give this guy any more chances. He fooled everybody, thought that he was going to engage more and try to fight more. No way. But they're going to give this guy another chance. I don't think he deserves it, but they're going to give him another chance anyway. I know styles makes fight and all, but man, I really think that Donaire and Inoue can really beat this guy and beat him quite convincingly. Anyway, I'm out. Boxing Learner.